Hi, this is Al Cannon. Welcome back to my channel. Well, an interesting article appeared in the Daily Mail online edition about Daniel Penny, but the first two words brought a stream of controversy when the writer, instead of saying Daniel Penny attended the Army-Navy game, it says Subway killer Daniel Penny attended the Army-Navy game. A lot of people got very upset about it and trying to explain this to the Daily Mail that Daniel Penny was found not guilty, acquitted of the death of subway rider gone ballistic Jordan Neely, who you may call that's May, was on a subway car on an F train in Manhattan threatening people before Daniel Penny got involved, trying to seduce the person, but because of his health, mentally, physically, on drugs, K2 especially, probably what ended his life, and the assertion, trying to break free. Apparently, the person who wrote this is some nitwit from New Jersey, a college there, doesn't seem to agree with the verdict, but instead of saying just Daniel Penny or acquitted Daniel Penny, she says subway killer. That is incorrect. The term is acquitted Daniel Penny or just Daniel Penny. You don't put subway killer when the jury found him not guilty and acquitted him of the charges. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous that you would put something like that on there to screw this person over for no good reason. And I think the Daily Mail should take action against this writer. This is ridiculous. I mean, it is 2024. You shouldn't be writing garbage like this. I mean, I should know. Unfortunately, when I was a transit worker back in 2005 and before then, we always get negative press about us. And the worst part was when we were on strike back in December 2005, which is the anniversary, by the way, coming up. The media was writing negative stuff about us, especially the Daily News and the New York Post, saying this was an illegal strike. Unfortunately, in 2011, after the United Nations International Labor Organization looked into the strike and declared the strike legal, all of a sudden, both the Daily News and the New York Post took the words illegal strike off the record. So, yeah, I know what it feels like to be Donald Trump. I know what it feels like to be Daniel Penny, and I know what it feels like the bodega worker in that bodega where he was fighting for his life, to only have the media and clowns like Alan Bragg's doing crazy stuff to you. And that was what was happening. We have a lunatic mayor at the time, Michael E. Bloomberg, and go ahead and sue me because we got the receipts, dude. Especially after what you just did to Alex Jones. That bid didn't go through, did it? That's right. You're the reason why we got hit hard with that Taylor law, and it was enhanced, but the ILO refused to accept it, and that's why they declared that strike legal. Luckily for the city of New York, the state of New York, and the two agencies involved, they didn't have to pay back a penny to the employees or the union they screwed over. But they should have paid for the firemen who got injured during the strike because it was their fault. But since the family wanted to screw TW Local 100 and the bus company and Bear Stearns who chartered this bus, well, they ended up getting nothing, as far as I know. Which is probably what's going to happen to to Jordan Neely's father, he's probably not going to get anything, because he should have been suing the city of New York and the state of New York and whoever, and Ellen Bragg's office, that did not help this man at all. And when he did try to get some help, he only lasted 13 days before he removed himself from the facility. And he was assaulting people, and they would not lock him up. Unfortunately, that's why Daniel Penny ended in the situation where he was, because the Manhattan DA's office didn't want to do his job. And I don't know if all the 44 arrests, Neely was all Manhattan DA's office or the other boroughs where the subway was, but they had the majority of the situation, and they didn't want to deal with him. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, my assistant for the day. He sneezes every time there's a bad character in my story. So anyway, yeah. So Braggs could have had locked him up and forced him to get into treatment, and he couldn't get out of jail till he got it. But no, he wanted to be soft on crime, hard on civilians who fought criminals or made stuff up. That's why Mr. Neely is not with us anymore, because the system failed him. And BLM knows that. Neely's father knows that. And the city knows that. But the powers that be, like Alan Braggs and George Soros, don't give a crap. So, to the Daily Mail, please change that title and do something to that reporter so she doesn't do that crap again. There's no reason to put Subway Killer when the man was acquitted. Simple as that. I mean, that is poor journalism. Very poor journalism. If he had said something derogatory like that, like to Al Sharpton, you know he'd be on the phone calling for a protest and suing you in court. So why do you do it to Daniel Penny? Makes no sense. So this is Alcan saying so long for now, and don't forget your stop.